The number one people that I can't stand and I have absolutely disdain and hatred for is Esau. Yeah, that's the main one that I absolutely have a disdain and a hatred for, Esau. And another people that I feel like, now there's a difference in between having a natural hatred. It's like a natural hatred for the enemy that is none Israel. If you're not an Israelite, if you're not a real Israelite, then that would mean that I have a natural hatred for the natural enemy. Because whatever God hates, I hate it. Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil on the planet. When I see videos of our people working on the law, or what they call the so-called law, the laws that they stole out the Bible and made laws and used them against our people, I'm sickened by it. I'm real sickened by it. And they working on the police force, and they actually thinking that they are actually doing the will of the Most High. They had this so-called black woman trying to arrest this black man in the store. Now, even though the guy was doing a prank and he was doing a video, and he had a fake baby in the buggy. There's a fake baby he had in the buggy. And even though he was doing a prank just to get the people's reaction, this so-called black woman was willing to take and put handcuffs on this man. So basically, before she got that job, and when she got the job, they interviewed her. She had to be trained is to be into white supremacy. When you working on a so-called police department, and I don't care what no one says, when you work on a so-called white man's police force, you are saying that you are signing up into their way and their demonic customs and way of thinking to be against yourself and your people. That's what you're doing. That's what you signing up for. Yes. Because think about it. The reason I'm saying this here is because a lot of our people was lynched by these same people that you want to go and leave your customs, your biblical customs, your biblical identity that was stolen from you by these same people that hate you. Make that make fucking sense. You turn around and go and get on the so-called white man's police force, and you're working to help imprison and enslave your own people. That's basically what you just said, because the Apostle Paul in the Bible is a perfect example of that. He was killing his own people until God knocked his ass off of his high horse and knocked him off the horse. And when he knocked him down, he fell to the ground. That symbolizes that the Most High God had to bring him all the way down to his last, to where he brought him low, in a lower state mentally, to show him and to break him from that slave demonic way of thinking from these Greeks that are called so-called Caucasian people, is the people that they're working for. You see what I'm saying? And when you work for a system like that, I don't even want to even hold a conversation with you. If I'm looking at you, I'm not gonna even lie. It's like I'm looking at you in at a disdain and a hatred. Like I'm looking at you like I'm looking at you like the enemy, because you have taken on his ways of being the enemy. So that means you can't be trusted neither, because you have your own people killed, and you got so-called black men, and you got so-called black men and black women mainly is on these jobs working for these type of people. You even got the so-called Mexicans doing it. You got the so-called Cubans, whoever else that you can think of that is working on the police force for these demonic people who hung your people and our people from trees. But you still and put our people in a prison system, and they hate you and hate your people, and you still say, I want to go and make me a couple of grand with these same people that hate me and hate my guts. But you turn around and willing to put on your enemy's uniform, signifying that you are somebody that you're going to help be a slave owner towards your people. And that's what being a so-called police is. When you choose to do something like that, a so-called police represents the devil. That's what it is. It really is. When people say, I'm going to call they say, well, I'm going to call the police, I'm going to call the cops, I'm going to do this and do that and do this and that. Well, no, what you're choosing to do, what you're saying, you're going to call the devil. And they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Why would you call an evil entity an evil predator? Somebody that is capable of doing any and everything. All these so-called white people that works with, that's on that rules this world and things of that nature, those are the biggest crime killers and biggest of the crime and profane people on the planet. So why would you go as a so-called black man and a black woman and choose to work for a system like that, thinking that you doing a God a service? You ain't doing the Most High no service. The Most High God hates that type of thing. So why would you want to work with a system that's going to conflict with your people, your biblical people? Because it's going to call, you're going to have to compromise somewhere. If you're working for your enemy, you're going to have to compromise somewhere. If you're working for the oppressor, and that's what I call them, because that's who they are. They are your oppressors. So I'm gonna go to Ecclesiastes chapter 13, and I'm gonna start reading that. I might need to stick my glasses on right quick to actually. I feel like I did an introductory or whatever, but I cannot stand these Uncle Tom, the so-called police. I can't stand them. I don't like them. I have a real disdain. It's just like a bitter taste when I look at them. He that touches pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that has fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. Esau is a proud man. He dwells in the cliffs of the rocks. You read that in Obadiah, all the way from 1 through 17. Esau is a proud man. And if you look what it says here. He that touches pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that has fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. That's what I just said. You're going to be just like your oppressor. This is coming from the Apocrypha. This is the book that the Roman Catholics tried to take out the Bible. All right. It says, burden not thyself above thy power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. That's talking about the so-called white man and white woman and child. Don't be friends and don't be working for these. Certain jobs. There are other jobs you can get besides talking about you want to go and work on the so-called white man's police force and all that kind of stuff for a job. I wish somebody would tell me, oh well, you gonna make you about a couple of grand. I don't give a damn if they paying $1 million damn dollars. I'll cuss somebody out. I'll cuss them out. Coming to me telling me about receiving a job like that. You lost your damn. I said, what the fuck? I look at them like I'm crazy. It'll be worse than that. They will get cussed out the hell out. Working on a white man's police. Look, bro. If it ain't, I'd rather work at damn Burger King, McDonald's, Popeye some damn well, which I used to work at. I have a history of 5 years working at Popeye's restaurant in Georgia. I would rather do some goddamn what you call it shit, some stocking at a dollar's damn store. I don't give a damn. What the hell I'm gonna work some shit like that for? We already is oppressed enough when we walk outside of our door. That might be why the Most High, that might be why I kind of, I feel getting the feeling and understanding why he never allowed me to have a car. Now I'm not saying I probably could have got one, but maybe he saw fit to protect me from that, because Esau is like a damn predator, man. He is a predator. The Bible describes him as an eagle. Eagle ain't nothing but a damn predator. They sit back in a tree. If you see the video that I done a couple of weeks ago, and they leap down into the water with they two claws, and they be ready to just go down and scoop their prey up. Now just think about how the so-called white man sit up at these like stores and no, he get in the woods and see cars passing by, and if he feel like they speeding, especially during the holiday, zoom, and they put their sirens on and all that kind of stuff, and pull them over, and them lights come on, and this and that and the third, and all that. You can't even drive on the highway for this demonic man. I be over there. Look, I'm gonna give you an example. I be over on Twitter, and I be encouraging our women, Black, Hispanic, and Native American women. You shouldn't be posting posters like this and this porn stuff and all that kind of stuff. Don't be doing that kind of stuff. You know who come over there and actually come over there and come on to the post, which I don't really like. So-called Caucasian women. Like, get the hell up out of here. They the worst one at this whole thing when they're the most. I see why the Most High God says, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, say Esau is the most profane person on the planet. You see what I'm saying? Our women got our women's over there naked on Insta. I mean, not Insta. Yeah, they probably is on Instagram, but I meant to say over on Twitter. Twitter ain't nothing but a damn porn site, bro. And what our women don't realize, and men, they over there doing it too. They're not realizing that the so-called white man is playing them, making them put themselves out there on the line, because that's something that they agree to doing. But they claim child abuse, and when they see you abusing, they see one of my people abusing a baby, or they think they are, they turn around and treat them, our people, like our people have committed millions of I can't even name the damn word. They treat our people like they done killed over millions and trillions of people, and you ain't took nothing but a damn fucking bubble gum. But the so-called white man will call themselves rolling up on you, and they'll try to holler at you. But I tell them, look, who you talking to? You better pipe it down. Don't be talking to me like that. They'll try to talk to you any kind of way. And just like they hate me, I hate y'all too. I don't. What's so good about a so-called white woman or white man? I don't care for them. I only care for my people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. What the hell? I'm gonna invite somebody like that in my. I don't care what you done. I don't care what kind of good you done. You not invited nowhere around me. White woman, child, none of them. You see what I'm saying? Look what it says here. Burden not thyself above thy power, while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. For how agree the kite and the earning pot, together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. The rich man had done wrong, and yet he threatens with the poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. See, that's the point that I want to tell our women, so-called black women and black men too. If you be for the so-called white man's profit, he gonna use you on the police forces. That's what this is saying. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If you ain't got shit, he gonna forsake you. He ain't gonna help you. He will forsake thee. And if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yet he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. He gonna make you bear, and he think about it. He ain't gonna feel sorry for you. Did they feel sorry for George Floyd when they killed George Floyd? How many of them pleading and crying of what happened? Just that's why I said that Mexican man that was in prison. Kudos to him for what he did. Because Chubba, that man that killed George Floyd, he had no reason to take that man's life. Because he was a damn animal himself. Only an animal, a person that's not a God-fearing human being, a person that is an ungodly person, only a person who is pure evil can do that. And they ain't had no mercy upon this man, on Mr. George Floyd. Didn't care whether he had a child. The man, I think he got a daughter that he left behind. I think the girl must have been about 5 years old. They didn't have no kind of mercy upon this man. Now anytime you can kill somebody like that and go about your day and then work and constantly work on the post and constantly oppress a lot of our people on the streets, and you don't feel sorry for what you're doing, that goes, and then you want to come here, God loves everybody, and all that kind of stuff. Well, how come they couldn't pull that stunt, God loves everybody, when they was deliberately, a lot of people was lynched and hung from trees? If God loved everybody, if he loved everybody, how come everybody, the only people that went through slavery was the so-called black people on slave ships? That's dealing with our people. And the Hispanic and the Native American people was on that ship. You ain't find the so-called white man. White man is not being oppressed like that. Verse 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee. If he needs you to work on this police force and put on that uniform, black woman and black man, guess what? He gonna deceive you and give you I'll give you thousands of dollars if you do this and that, and if you come in the military, I'm gonna deceive. They'll deceive you with what they feel like you like. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. He will put you in hope, and he will speak fair. He will speak thee fair, and say, what wouldest thou? And he will shame thee by his meats, until he have drawn thee dry. Until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterward, when he sees thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. Beware that thou be not deceived. That's why he said, that's the number one. That's why the white man look, let me tell y'all something. It's so-called black woman, black man. When I sit up here and say, when you hear other people say that the so-called Esau, the white man is the devil, we not just sitting up here just using that word just to be using that word, just to have something to float around and poke fun and laugh. We're saying, when we say that the white man is the devil, we're simply saying that he is the number one deceiver on the planet. That's what we're saying. And that's why he give you a job and brainwash you and put you in the military. And you got to, let me tell you how evil this man is. Why in the hell would you take the damn seeds out the fruit? Who does that? Only a wicked individual does that. If thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will he invite thee. Press thou not upon him, lest thou be put back, and stand not not far off, lest thou be forsaken. Be forgotten. Affect not to be made equal unto him. Don't try to be equal to this so-called white man. Don't try to be equal to these people. Don't try to sit up there and do all this. But you know what? You stand on the street corners and you read this to so-called black and Hispanic and black women especially, and them, they will argue you down and talk over the word of the Most High. You know, affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe. That's it. Affect not to be made equal unto him in talk. Don't try to imitate him and talk like them and all that stupid shit. And believe not his many words, for with much communication he will tempt thee, and smile upon thee, and will get out thy secrets. That's what he gonna do. That's the whole purpose he gonna do. You see how the so-called white man, so-called white woman do. They'll act like they love you and act like they with you and act like they shaking your hand, buy you all kind of stuff, buy you an expensive airplane, or give you over thousands of dollars, and buy you a government, whatever. I don't give a damn what it is. Do all this good stuff, buy you anything you want, ain't nothing that you wouldn't like for. Put you in the make you an athlete, make you a billionaire, do all of that, put you in a nice home and everything, and deceive you on top of it. And at the same time, he be working hard to destroy you, just like they did Mr. Bill Cosby and all them other people, our people, and trying to make our people out to be the worst people. And they came over here and deceived everybody. Get the fuck up out of here. Affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words. For with much communication he will tempt thee, and smile upon thee, and will get smile upon thee, will get out thy secrets. Be cruelly he will lay up thy words, and will not spare to do thee hurt. That's right. And put thee in prison. When they come up and try to act like they care, we care about you. You don't want to just run out in the road and all this kind of stuff. We care about you. We care about no. The Most High said, God said, don't believe that shit. Never trust your enemy. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hears these things, awake in thy sleep. When you hear these things, awake in your sleep. That means wake up out your slumber. Wake up out your brainwashed state. Wake up out that shit. Don't fall for none of that. That's what the Bible's telling you. Love the Lord all thy life. Love the Lord all thy life, and call upon him for thy salvation. Every beast love is his like, and every man loves his neighbor. That's right. All beasts love the animal. If you look at the snakes, the birds, and stuff like that, all of them love their kind. All flesh consolate according to the kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship had the wolf with the lamb? That's what you know what that's talking about when it says, what fellowship had the wolf with the lamb? That's talking about Esau. Why would you want to sit up and have fellowship with them? They the wolf, the enemy, the devil. The Bible speaks of. Why would you sit up and waste your time holding a conversation with the devil? The damn devil that deceived everybody. Went around, raped and robbed and murdered and killed everybody. All flesh consolate according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship had the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. Why would you want to have fellowship with a damn wolf? Would you go and try to have fellowship with a lion or a bear Who gonna take a chance doing that? Why you think them sharks tear their ass up in the river? Esau. They'll take a chance on any damn thing. You go in their damn house like one of the brothers say, the Israelite brothers say, and their damn house look like a damn forest. They have so many animal heads all up on the damn wall, but killing that and take pride in that shit. It says, what agreement is there between the hyena, and a dog, a hyena and a dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass, my bad y'all if I got some of the words about a couple of them that I probably mispronounced. I hope I said them right. All right, as the wild ass is the lion's prey, as the wild ass is the lion's prey, and in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. The rich eat up the poor. Who is it? Look at the communities that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans live in, and look at the communities that the Caucasian people live in. The rich eat up the poor. That's what they do every day. That's why we're in a lower state. As the proud hate humanity, hum humanity, so does the rich abhor the poor. That means they uproot them. A rich man begin to fall is held up of his friends. Now listen to this here. A rich man begins to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends. When a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. When a rich man, think about how women, how they go and run for a man that's rich. When a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers, and he speak things not to be spoken, and yet many justify him. Many justify him. The poor man slippers, and yet they rebuke him too. He speak wisely. He speak wisely, and could have no place. When a rich man speak, every man holds his tongue. When you rich and got a lot of money and all this kind of stuff, more than likely everybody gonna be loving, doubling. Hey, how you doing? Up? They willing to listen, even if you speaking a damn lie. When a rich man speaks, every man holds his tongue. And look what he said. They exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? That's what people, I had somebody say that to me. Who is that? What fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. See, that's one thing you got to understand about the chosen one. That was quoted from Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and verse 23, all the way from chapter 13, verses 1 through 23. That's what they're doing. Listen to this here. It says, when a rich man speak, every man holds his tongue, and look what he says, and they exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Think about how when see you have. Let me say this here to y'all. Our sisters, and I'm not trying to downplay them at all. I love them, and I love the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But they are the right hand man. Wait a minute. Let me say it like this, Ann. Exactly. I agree with you. Money talks. Yes, it does. Because the Bible says that. Hold on. I got a script for that. I'm glad you put that in the chat. Hold on. Hold on for a second. Let's see here. Hold on. The love of money is the rule of all evil. King James Bible. First Timothy 6 and 10. Yeah, First Timothy chapter 6 and 10. Okay, I'm gonna read it anyway. First Timothy chapter 6 and 10. It says, for the love of money. Notice it says the love of it. It didn't say for money is evil. It says for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after they have erred from the faith. They err. That means, what does err mean? You going off. You're going contrary to what's right. That's what error means. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Wow. That is powerful, man. That's why you cannot tell me that this Bible is not true. That's why, man, I wanna armor myself with this. I want to get to that point where I can get on the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It pierces them through many, it pierces themselves through with many sorrows. You working for Esau, the so-called white man, he gonna make you think it's all sweet and good. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 10, never trust thy enemy. So as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, no matter how sweet that they say they are, you better put on your running shoes and run as fast as you could. I don't care if you live with them for years. All right. Verse 24. Riches are good unto him that has no sin. That has no sin, that's right. And poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. Poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. The heart of a man changes his countenance. The heart of a man changes his countenance, whether it be for good or evil. And a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. A cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is prosperity. And the finding out of parables is a wearisome labor of the mind. I like I skipped all the powerful parts though. It says, as a rich man begins to fall, is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends. He thrust away by his friends. That means they're going to cast him to the curb the minute his money run out. Verse 22, when a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. That means friends. He speaks things not to be spoken, and yet man justify him. The poor man slips, and yet they rebuke him too. He speaks wisely and could have no place. When a rich man speak, every man holds his tongue, and look what he said. They exalt. It is to the cloud. They exalt to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? That means, who in the hell is this speaking like this? Who in the hell is he? Who is you to be? You know what I'm saying? And if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow him. See, when you a child of the Most High God, it's like they hold them to a higher standard. Esau can go into the community, rape kids, rob, murder, and do all kinds of evil shit. the so-called white people, they not gonna even flash them as much on the news. But if a so-called black person, or Hispanic, or Native American person do that same crime, or whatever, guess what they do? They put them way up on the camera like this, and they show it every 5 minutes on the camera. The so-called white man, they're and white woman, they can mess with, do all that other stuff. All they feel with the children and all that kind of stuff. They'll say, "Oh, he needs to be in a hospital. He need all of this hand." They go and shoot up a school. They not quick to show a whole lot of it. They ain't gonna show a whole lot of it. They ain't gonna do that. They gonna hide it. That's what they gonna do. They gonna hide it. When our people do something wrong, what they do is they do things like they treat, like, for example, if you accidentally go out into the road and the so-called white man, so-called police, this evil entity, see you do that, oh, there was a mistake. They gonna pull you over and be all hostile. They gonna talk to you like a slave, like you done committed over millions and millions and millions and hundreds of murders. And they came over here and tricked the Native American black men and women. That's what they did. They will burn up. Am I saying that right? They will burn up the past. They will bring up the past. If I'm saying, they will burn up their past. They will bring up their past. They will tell you things like, you know how you be in a police, or so-called, you be in your regular car driving down the road. Now, I never owned a car, and I never drove on the road. I never owned a car, license, or none of that. But I see how they do that. And you know what? I understand why the Most High never blessed. I said, man, Lord, why? I really wanted me a car, and I really wanted to succeed in life, and I really wanted to have all this stuff. And the Most High, like, no, not right now. No, I don't want you to have that right now. None of these people, you don't know. You dealing with some evil entities out there. No, I do not. Just ride a goddamn bike, or get you a damn moped, or whatever. Put your damn what? Well, they at that time, when I was younger, like at 18, they didn't. Well, no such thing as putting motors on bicycles and now, but they doing it now. But I rode a bike. And the only reason why I don't have a bike no more is because I got tired. They just kept coming up. People were stealing them all the damn time. So I said, you know what? Fuck a goddamn bike. I don't want no goddamn bike. I'm tired of that shit. Every time I get one, somebody steal it. But I can imagine, now you walking and they stop you. And I'm sitting up there thinking I started thinking as I gotten older, like, they will mess with you and wait on you, sit back in them police cars, wait on you to do one little thing wrong. Sitting back there and they just like a damn pedophile. That's why the Bible called the eagles, that America represents the eagle, right? And that's why they sit back in their cars and they be looking like this here. They be sitting in their car in a dark spot where you can't see them, right? And that's what them predators do. Them eagles, if you watch them eagles, they sit up in a tree and they be around ponds and stuff, and they fly over the water, and then they sit there and watch the prey just come above the water, and then they take their 2 feet and they just swerve around, fly around a couple of times, and scoop that prey up into the air. This is how the so-called white man is. They be sitting there, and I can show you scripture on that too. They do. Sit right there and watch you. Wait on you to do one little thing wrong. You can even, I don't give a goddamn if it's a goddamn bubble gum. They're going to sit right there. Soon as the people call the law and call them up, they come in there and they'll put handcuffs on you over a fucking piece of goddamn gum, and will treat you like you done committed millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of murders. You know that's a damn devil. They will treat you like you done committed millions and millions and millions and millions of murders. over a piece of gum. And our people work on the police force. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself, black woman and black man, and mainly them. And just because I'm calling it out for what it is, don't mean I don't have love. It's just sometimes I feel like I ain't gonna even lie, man. I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I want to be careful how I word this in because I really care about my people. But sometimes I feel like I really do have hatred for my people, man, for stuff like this in. Because when I look at them working on the police force, I'm cringed. I'm very cringed. I'm angry. It makes me angry when I look at the shit. And I can't even stand to even look at them. Because I know they don't know no better. Just like Mr. Bunny Honey D. Just like him. He doing the same thing. He remind me of the Apostle Paul. And when I see force, they literally remind me of the Apostle Paul. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. Look what the Bible says. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped in a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Set not by thee. Don't set him by you. Lest while he has overthrown thee, he will stand up in thy place. Neither let him set at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. That's what they're trying to do, take something from you, your life or whatever. And thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or such as come nigh wild beasts? Verse 14. So one that goes to a sinner, it is defiled with him in his sins. Who will pity for a while? He will abide with thee. But if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he is imagining how to throw thee into a pit. That's what's going on. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. He gonna cry and make you think, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry for your family loss. You turn your back now and be like I'm telling you, the Most High said you gotta watch that type of stuff. It's just like a quarter. If you take a quarter and put it up on top of the roof, that quarter probably sit there and not rust. You go out there 2 months, it ain't rust. You go out there 6 months later, it still ain't rust. You go out there probably 10 months later, it still ain't, you don't see no rust. Finally, within about 8, 9, 10, 12 months or 24 months, it's been up there a while, you gonna like, damn, this thing's starting to rust. Eventually, you see the true colors go to coming out. So you gotta, I'm telling you, the Bible don't lie, man. If an adversary, it says, so one that goes to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sin, he will pity for a while, he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he's imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, he will pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee, and he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much, and change his countenance. You got to watch that kind of stuff. They will whisper much, they will do all that sweet talk, but eventually they countenance, they whole, what's that word? They'll switch up on you. You notice how they say when a woman act like she don't want to be bothered, a sister don't act like she don't want to be bothered with a man, and they say, no, thank you, I'm good, you have a good day, I'm thank you, I'm married. But as soon as they see their car and stuff, they start coming back, oh, is that your car? Stuff like that. You know who put that in our sister's head? The so-called white man. All of these negative ways and ideas came from the enemy. And they don't know that they're being played by the enemy. You know how some guys say, well, I need to know that you're rocking with me so that I won't feel like I'm being played. A woman may say the same thing. Nigga, you trying to play me. Well, guess what? The so-called white man is playing you. You see what I'm saying? So you can't trust these people, man. And you can't trust our people neither, because our people is conditioned into their way of thinking. You can't trust these people. Yeah, you can't trust these people. The reason I put my glasses on, because these words in here is kind of small, you know. Yeah, they small words, so I have to kind of like, I can read them with them all, but I try not to, you know, like I say, you keep them straining yourself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm still into my stuff here. Who is Esau? Edom. Edom means red. Edom is Esau. Edom or whatever, you know. Right here, this is how the Khazars, which were the fake Jews, they trying to create a 13th tribe. Ain't no such thing as no damn 13th tribe in the Bible. And here's a video of it's called From Babylon Temple of Two, written by brother Rudolph Winsall. He's from New Jersey. Shout out to that brother again for that book there. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? A lot of people are probably gonna think that I'm wrong for speaking on stuff like this. They're gonna think that I'm not right for speaking on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And think about it. The so-called white man went around stealing. And now, when they say that Christ doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what he looked like. They say this, and it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, then why would they? I bet they would go around and say, if a so-called black person commit a crime, I bet they ain't gonna sit up there and say, well, it doesn't matter. We all are human. They see if they gonna let you go. Get in your car with no insurance and no license plate on there, and see if Esau gonna say that shit to you on the highway. See if he gonna let you go and say, oh, take your car and go ahead, don't worry about it. You can still drive out here because God loves everybody. That John 3:16 won't never come in the picture. Try it. I guarantee you'll be in for a fall letdown. Because Esau will let your ass down. Many people do not want to hear the truth. Yes, they don't. That's probably why I never had many friends, even when I was a little boy when going to school. Because it's always something. I felt different, you know. Now, it's not that I was sitting up there acting like I'm better than somebody. Now, don't get that twisted. Because I love and care for my people. I feel like I always have, you know, cared and loved my people and everything. But I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt like I tried to fit in and just couldn't fit in. And I sensed there was a difference, but I didn't understand why. You grow up in a certain condition. You know that there's a difference going on with you, but you can't explain why it's like that. You see what I'm saying? So the so-called white man definitely don't want to hear this. That's why I think a couple of years ago, they did not a lot of years, probably about 5 years ago, I had a YouTube channel, and I was talking about Adolf Hitler and this and that, and I broke some things down about that, and they actually went. I don't know what they call that. Uh, they put like a mark on that video. I don't know what you call it, and they said, like, if you go and click on that video, they'll say, "I'm sorry, some of the words in this content is very disturbing," and this and that and the third. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna delete the video. I was like, I'm gonna because what they try to do is put a mark on it and spam it, and not allow you to post that video. And it's almost like when you really speak the truth, it's almost like pretty much like you're risking your platform, because they don't. It's like a lot of people that's working on the white man's police force. They couldn't come home and make a YouTube channel and talk about their enemy like that, because if they know if their enemy look on YouTube. But me, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't give a damn. What the hell is money? I love my people more than I love this shit. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the Most High God is in control. And somebody told me a long time ago, it was a sister, and I'm not downplaying them, I'm not trying to do none of that. But she was like, oh, well, you better be careful what you say on YouTube, because that can, and one thing about me, when it comes to being mad and being doing the right thing for the Most High, in the eyes of people, I'm crazy. And I probably look crazy too. But I'm crazy loving the righteousness and loving my people. If you want to call me crazy for something, that's to call me crazy for that. Oh yeah. I'm crazy when you mess over me, or you mess over my people, or you mess over somebody that I love, or something like that. Oh yeah, you damn right I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? I am. Or whatever. One lady told me, you better be careful what you say. You better be, it can hinder you from a job. And then I'm like, what the hell is she talking? I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I said, in my mind, what I was saying, I was trying to listen and be respectful to them, and like, or whatever, not trying to like, but in my mind, I'm like, do she know she talking? I mean, like, my mind ain't on no damn all that time. My mind was like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn of every so-called white person in the world get this video and look at it. I don't care. No, I don't care nothing about that shit. What's truth is truth. And I stand on it. I damn you would cuss somebody out coming up telling me, do you want a job working on the police force? That should have pissed me off right away. Say, what you just asked me? That slave ass job, man, get the hell up, man, shoot. I'm like, what the hell? I know he ain't just asked me that. To me, it make me feel, it's like selling your people out. And you know what? Another thing, I never did, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why. And I don't know if you experienced this in whoever you is. I never did like the military for some reason. When I was like in my early teen, like a 17 and 18, for some reason, I didn't know anything about none of that. But for some reason, I never liked the military. I never liked it. And I see why now. Because what they do is they fool our people with all these damn benefits and tell them they're going to get this and that. Man, the military ain't nothing but a damn slave company. That's all the hell that shit is. All that stuff is tied to the police station, so-called police, and slavery. All that shit is tied in together. It ain't nothing but a conspiracy. And when a lot of our people go into that shit, they come out shell shocked. That shit messes fucks our people up. What, wait a minute. Okay, I don't want to mispronounce that. The Veteran are not their rights, or not their right, or something, I don't know. But them people don't care nothing about them people. You go and think about it. You going into something like that, fighting a war. We didn't never start no damn war. It ain't even in our people. Matter of fact, we don't have to go and join no organization and all that kind of stuff to be a war. We don't have to do that. We are peaceful, and they still is intimidated by us. We ain't doing nothing. Yeah, man. Don't think because they speak to you that they mean you some good. That's right, man and woman who fought. Our people go think about it. Why would you go and you working for the same people that raped, robbed, and murdered and committed over hundreds of millions of murderers and murdered your people, but you gonna walk around here and say, oh well, all of them are not like that, and all of us gonna be in the kingdom. Get the hell up out of here with that stupid shit. They know it ain't true. But they won't have the nerve to say you giving hate speech and all that. Man, get up out of here, bro. This is not no. I love my people. I don't hate my people. And that's why I can try to at least try to tell the truth. But when you telling the truth, you do risk. I mean, you know what I'm saying. They don't like when you tell the truth. But like I said, I don't care. But what I say is the truth. Yeah, man. That's right. That's right. When you tell the truth, you will have many enemies. That's true. That ain't no lie. Because you find that's in biblical in Matthew chapter 5. And he said, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? To tell my people, the black, Hispanic, and Native American, the black and the brown, the so-called black and brown, that you're a real Jew, you're a Judite, according to God, and we've been lied to and stuff like that, you become the enemy to the people. For saying that. Yeah. That's how come they can, the Jewish man, really, they control this platform. I don't trust people that done killed over 100 million, raped, robbed, and murdered a bunch of people. But they want to paint our people as crime victims and stuff. And our people ain't nowhere near that at all. All Jake do is sit in the community and play ball and well, today we got this modern day knowledge and stuff like that. I remember, I said, if I got that, I sit at home and be on my computer and in the house chilling and play some videos that a lot of our people make, the blacks, Hispanic, Native American make, because they're very entertaining, and I love doing that. As long as I got my snacks and stuff, I'm good. The so-called white man, they'd be out there trying in the woods hunting and trying to kill innocent animals for no damn, just killing them. They just got to be out there hunting something to kill. We don't give a damn about no animals that much. We like them to an extent, but we don't really just care about them like that. We don't care about no animals like that, man. I used to would think, and I don't know why in the hell I was thinking. I guess you have to be dumb in order to come to the light. I used to would think I would want a dog in my house. I don't know why I was thinking that. If I didn't know, my mind was thinking like, wished I had a dog in my house and thinking that shit was good and all that. I wouldn't even nobody even think about nothing like that. When I woke up and came to the truth, and I found out what they be doing with them dogs and stuff, I'm like, man, what the hell? I said, I don't know what the hell I was saying. I'm sorry. I feel bad that I was even, that thought it ever came in my mind. So I don't give a damn. I think I used to like them a lot when I was young. I used to have about 4 of them and stuff like that when I was working and stuff like that. But I loved it. I liked the dogs. But I just liked to see them show their aggression. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But as far as like now, me having imagine having a dog in my house and stuff. They belongs outside in their house. You know, you like an animal in their place. You see what I'm saying? They'll do more help for a dog than they would a homeless black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Well, you got all these people homeless, but they putting this advertising this shit on the TV. Talking about, would you take care and have charity for a dog or whatever in the snow? Them animals is literally made for that. God made them specially different. Like the elder lady was saying, I heard her say, and I like how she broke that down. She's a really, one thing I love the old elderly people, man. A lot of them people are smart, man. They speak and they give that old school knowledge, you know. And I like how she broke the elderly woman broke this down. She said, them animals is made, God made them, especially made them a coat for them where they can take that kind of weather. As a human being, them humans cannot, human beings, we're not animals. We're humans. And them animals is literally made, God made them and gave them a certain fur on them to where the cold weather is not going to hurt them. I done seen a squirrel outside and it was snow on the ground. And that squirrel was roaming around I remember the elder lady, she was telling me, she said, they made for that. You know, the elderly woman, she said, oh baby, them animals is made. The way she broke it down, I knew she was telling the truth. I knew she was. She said that's the way God made them. We not made like that. You know, we not animals. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Because he made our bodies different. We have to put clothes on our body. You see what I'm saying? It can be freezing below zero outside. And you see cats and dogs outside and stuff. Their body is literally made. It's not going to hurt them. And you know what? That is true too. Because I remember just trying to break down in this video here of how they treat our people versus the animals. They think more and value more of the animals than they do than a black, Hispanic, and Native American person. You see what I'm saying? But I remember they had this car set up for a long time, right? And it was in the hot summer. And a waltz had made his nest in the door, like you know how when you open the door, in the cracks of the door, they made a waltz nest inside the car. And in the summertime, you know, them waltzes and things, them bumblebees and stuff, they come out. And no matter if it was hot. You know how you ever went up to a car and you touch the car and the sun shined on it all throughout the day and it be burning hot. It feel like it'll burn your hand and it be so sweat. It be a humid heat outside. And I said, man, that's how can they take that heat? That's somehow God made them to where they can take that heat. I mean that burn up heat like that outside with a wasp nest outside. You see what I'm saying? In the most heat and hottest place on that car, they still have a wasp nest in there. And if we stand out in the heat too long, we're going to get dehydrated or we're going to get burned up. We're going to be very hot. We can take it, but it's like sometimes we can have heat strokes and stuff. You see what I'm saying? If we sit out there too long. But them wasps and them bumblebees and stuff, they can make nests out there no matter how hot it is. The sun is beaming outside. It don't bother them. Like, and it's like it go. I said, well, you know what? It goes back to the elderly woman what she said about them animals and insects. God made them with a certain fur in their body or something that He made them, specially made them for that. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Everything is made for a special purpose. You see? So I was amazed at that, man. How them waltzes can survive no matter how hot that heat is outside. They waltz nests can be up above a house, and they have a waltz nest no matter how hot it is outside. It won't hurt them. Say, well, God made them specially made them for that. They don't have to go and run and get in no cool spot or none of that. They can sit right there and the sun can be beaming. It can be humid heat outside and it won't bother. But yeah, man. I think I done pretty much got off of my chest right away what I wanted to say. And I'll be back and we'll talk some more. The video title, I cannot stand the Uncle Tom, the so-called police. Now, when I say that, I'm saying that they have a mindset of the enemy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have the mindset of the enemy. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna see y'all later. We'll talk a little bit later.